I have always been a firm non-believer of the paranormal. However, after the events of this day, my perspective has definitely changed. Back when I lived in New York, I worked as a taxi driver. It was relatively easy money, and sometimes I would have some interesting interactions with people. All of this made the job fun, interacting with people, hearing their stories. Sometimes I would have great conversations with them. It was 11 p.m., and I got a call asking to pick someone up by a hotel. I headed that way, and when I arrived, I saw a young woman carrying 2 travel bags. "Where to?" I asked as she got into the car. There was a 10-second delay before she answered me. "Washington Square Park?" she said. While I was driving, I decided to try and make conversation. "So, how's your day been?" I asked her. She remained silent. She then tapped on the glass twice. I had figured she just didn't want to talk, so I continued driving. 10 minutes had gone by. Neither of us had said a word. She began knocking on the glass. "Everything okay?" I asked her. She still remained silent. She started knocking on the glass harder. At this point, we were only a minute away from her stop. Once we got there, the knocking had stopped. "Here's your stop," I said. She remained silent. I looked at her and she was staring at me with the most lifeless expression I've ever seen. "Hey, this is your stop," I said. She began knocking on the glass again. "Is everything okay, miss?" I said. She began knocking harder and harder on the glass, to the point where she was practically punching the window. I looked down on my phone to dial 911, and once I had looked up, she had disappeared. There were no signs of life, no bags, no nothing. I hadn't even heard the car door open. She was just gone. Believe me, I've tried every single rational explanation. I still don't understand what happened on that day. After this, I never worked as a taxi driver during the night. I eventually moved away from New York. Now, every single time I think of my time in New York, I think of this situation.